thing we treat. And really it comes down to, most patients are very stagnant. They sit at a job all day long. Their backs are really not moving the way they're supposed to. And so we focus on getting those patients back moving again. Continuous passive motion is when we take the disc space and we open and close the disc space by stretching and moving it from different ranges of motion. This machine's amazing because it will actually help them achieve that. The machine's doing the work for them. I think back pain treatment in the future is going to be using and utilizing machines like the Back2Life machine. We want the patient to live their lives without limits.
Well, I see patients with a variety of issues. Low back pain is certainly one of the big ones. People with back pain, especially those that have had it for a while, need to find a pathway out of their pain. When I put the patients on this machine in my office, I find that invariably after 12 minutes, they're a lot more relaxed than they were. The Back2Life machine has the potential to help a lot of people. This device is affordable, portable, easy to use, gentle, and so I think it's going to help a lot of people.
Well, you've come to the right place tonight because once again, the Back2Life Save for the Hour. This is brand new, by the way. Tony and I were just chatting about how the ones we personally own continue to save us. It is our #1 most successful back product here at HSN tonight. $149.95. We're going to ship it to you for free. And for tonight, and tonight only till midnight, it is on 5 FlexPay payments of $29.99. It is the continuous passive motion. It's the ultimate way to help relieve stress and strain on the lower back.
And again, for everyone to understand this, I'm sure you might have seen infomercials like 2 or 3 years ago. It was #1, #1, #1. Now this new one is out right now. And again, is #1, #1, #1. It's always been #1 with me. Whenever I have an issue, I lie down for the 12-minute session. Besides falling asleep because the noise
so relaxing.
It just makes me go right to sleep. It's the most amazing thing because it uses continuous passive motion. And that's a repetitive side-to-side circular motion. Let me show you with Barb right here. So when you lie down, all you're doing is letting this machine totally help to stretch gently, help relax all the tight muscles of your back, and help to give you some type of relief in some of your issues, okay? Now, it's a very progressive thing. You lay down, you turn it on, you turn it to your height. This will go from, what is it, up to 6'6".
Up to 6 foot.
From 4'8".
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So this just screws you and take it up, you turn it on, 12-minute session in the morning, 12-minute session at night. We want to show you some testimonials. You need to watch this. You need to understand. This is the real deal.
Yes.
This is the real healthy way to manage your back issues.
Because what it does, it addresses the root cause of the pain, not the symptoms, which is different.
Really is amazing. Listen to, did they already run the doctors?
We ran the doctors.
Okay, so let's show you some real results, testimonials of this product, and there's so many of them.
Here we go.
When I first saw the Back2Life, I thought it had kind of an animated quality about it, and I wasn't sure how to approach it, but it's easy. I like the feeling. It's kind of familiar and comfortable. My activity range has definitely improved. I can do more things, which I'm glad about. I can get the groceries out of the back of the car. I can get down the stairs and get up the stairs. I can do more things at the gym. I just feel stronger. It's easy, and it helps lower back pain, discomfort. That's what it did for me.
I've worked for the Postal Service as a letter carrier for 33 years. As a letter carrier, my satchel can be as heavy as 35 pounds. 2 hours into my route, the pain starts. And by the end of my route, I can't sit for long, and I can't stand for long. Honestly, when I saw the Back2Life for the first time, I'm thinking, what is this? I was skeptical, I was leery, I was wrong. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me and my back in my lifetime. I'm really excited about life. I'm motivated to do things I just dreamt about when I was in my back pain era. The Back2Life is a godsend. I am so, so glad that I found it.
Oh my gosh, well, first of all, you just heard David, who said, I was skeptical, I was wrong. And then even before that, you heard Phyllis, who said, it's easy. My activity range has changed. I feel stronger. This is a product that, first of all, is going to impact every single day of your life. I think it's something like 63 million people suffer with back pain, and you know who you are.
That's a #1 reason, pretty much, that all of us miss work. It's billions of dollars. It costs
Right,
billions of
absolutely.
dollars when we have back problems, all right? This does something to, basically does three things really, really well naturally, all right? When you watch this over here, and you take a look at this, it helps to loosen tight muscles. It does it through a motion that you could use $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 machines at doctors' offices that you go and you like. So it helps to loosen tight muscles. It helps to relax those muscles. It helps to restore your flexibility and range of motion of your back muscles.
Right.
And all you're doing is sitting down for 12 minutes, laying down for 12 minutes, and letting this gently help stretch, help open, help loosen, and help restore your health of your back. And this is the #1 all-time selling, and people just love it.
You know, it's funny because I've just my own experience, but my neurologist had assigned me for treatments on that machine that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And I am telling you, you can pay upwards of what the price of the unit to own the unit yourself for one treatment. And you clearly need to go back for
I mean,
more and more.
when this
The
says your
same
personal
motion.
back therapist, okay, it is.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Exactly.
Everybody in your home can control the issue when it happens to you
Right.
and do it the wellness way, the healthy way, and a lot of times you're going to find the only way
Right.
to help you relax your muscles, get rid of the problem, work your way to proactive. Again, 12 minutes in the morning, 12 minutes at night.
And you get the mat with this,
Oh, yeah.
Tony, because
Yeah.
the only time I think we've ever done this is when we had it as a Today Special. By the way, the free shipping at $12, the 5 Flex, it all goes away at midnight. We're going to share with you more testimonials and invite you, let tonight be the night that you make one more purchase that, seriously, as we said before, can really change the way you're going to feel every single day. Here we go.
I'm a PhD student. I'm also a nurse, and I also have a toddler. And so it involves a lot of lifting, a lot of sitting, a lot of standing, a lot of everything. And the pain was just too much. When I first saw the Back to Life, I was just hopeful. I was hopeful that it was something that will work for me. All you do is get in position and push a button and lay there. I find immediate relief. So the difference between where I have been, where it was difficult to even move or to even get up, to now being able to stand longer or sit for longer periods of time without having to think about back pain. I like that it didn't take a lot of time. I like that I've seen results.
When I'm more stressed and when things are coming down on me, if I have deadlines, I have things to do, I have to be in too many places, too quickly, I get stressed out and I always feel it in my lower back. So consequently, I've always been hyper aware of my lower back pain and remedies to make it better. I couldn't believe how I felt when I stood up after the very first time I used it. It's simple and it's easy and it provides so much relief. It improves the quality of my life so much. I had a real difficult time finding a comfortable position to sleep in. Now, I don't have that problem at all since I've been using the Back to Life.
Okay, so again, now you just heard Emilio. It's simple, it's easy, and it produces so much relief. And then right before that, Kia said the difference where I was and where I am. I mean, I feel better. I mean, this is what you're hearing from viewers. These are viewers, your friends, who've taken the time to make the purchase. But as you look at Barb, I want you to notice that this is all you do.
That's just it.
Right?
This machine, this continuous passive motion, this repetitive circular motion is a proven over and over again method that doctors use to help to loosen up, gently release tight muscles, and also, again, it opens disc spacing.
Right.
I'm not saying what it really does, you know what I'm saying? It goes like this, stretches it, so you're not so tight, the muscles aren't holding
more
it up.
flexibility, mobility.
And the big thing about this is it's 12 minutes in the morning and 12 minutes at night. I will tell you, when you use this, you fall asleep. In that 12 minutes, you fall asleep. Because even if you are hurting so much, it feels like you're just so relaxed. Totally de-stresses you, totally relaxes you, but totally does where it allows you to be your own wellness, health type therapist for your back using the Back to Life.
Yeah, because I mean, you're exercising your muscles, your bone, your ligaments,
I'm
all of
gonna
it.
take your legs off just for a second so I can show everyone out here. Okay, you just turn this on automatically and turn it off. But the big thing here too is you adjust the height, okay?
Right.
So you can go higher, you can go lower, you can go up to 6 foot, you know, whatever you want, or you can go down, lower, 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 lower. So anything you want to do, you can do. Over here is a button that you just turn it on and it ends up starting, and it does a proven motion. You should listen to, again, Dr. Chase and Dr. David. I have a hard time pronouncing your last name. You're raw?
Yeah.
I guess right.
Sounds like that,
Dr. Chase Raw and David. But listen to what they have to say. But the key here is something that simply over and over and over again, millions of people have used. Millions of people have used. And it's amazing. And we're so fortunate to have you here tonight. Congratulations to anyone getting it.
All right, here we go. We want to now listen to the doctors. And remember, again, you shop here at HSN, you buy a lot of incredible things, right? Beautiful clothes, jewelry. But how did you feel when you woke up today? How do you feel right now? Just make one more purchase, because we say this is the one that can really impact your life. Here we go.
Well, we primarily treat pain, but obviously back pain is our number one thing we treat. And really it comes down to, you know, most patients are very stagnant. They sit at a job all day long. Their backs are really not moving the way they're supposed to. And so we focus on getting those patients back moving again. Continuous passive motion is when we take the disc space and we open and close the disc space by stretching and moving it from different ranges of motion. This machine's amazing because it will actually help them achieve that. The machine's doing the work for them. I think back pain treatment in the future is going to be using and utilizing machines like the Back2Life machine. We want the patient to live their lives without limits.
When I first saw the Back2Life, I thought it had kind of an animated quality about it. And I wasn't sure how to approach it, but it's easy. I like the feeling. It's kind of familiar and comfortable. My activity range has definitely improved. I can do more things, which I'm glad about. I can get the groceries out of the back of the car. I can get down the stairs and get up the stairs. I can do more things at the gym. I just feel stronger. It's easy, and it helps lower back pain, discomfort. That's what it did for me.
And by the way, you know, Tony and I were just perusing through the booklet that comes right along with it.
It's quite amazing. It answers
right
all
on
your
the front,
questions.
right? Release
the pressure, and to relieve the pain, just lie back, relax, let Back2Life do it for you. But this is Dr. Mark Darrow, all right? He's a board-certified physiatrist, all right, specializing in physical medicine and rehabilitation. You're a 12-minute back pain solution. Come in here and look at tired of constant reoccurring back pain, slowing you down, Back2Life. You know, everything you read in here, look, what does continuous passive motion do? Unlike ordinary stretching, which returns muscles to their contracted state as soon as a pose is released, continuous passive motion needs the muscles back and forth gradually, loosen their fibers, and help to restore your flexibility. It also gently massages the spine, opening up a lot of the spaces between and helping you out. So that's kind of the deal. You go through here, it goes everything.
I know.
It goes over the top 6 types of back pain and what this does for you. It goes through everything. It's so detailed. But I can tell you, because I've used mine for years, it is #1. There is not any in-home type of back pain management out there that can match this, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, and as I mentioned before, the important thing is it addresses the root cause of the pain, not the symptoms. And I have to tell you, you know, do you find yourself in the morning, you know, every morning it takes a little longer to get out of bed? Yesterday, fabulous holiday weekend. Were you someone who, gosh, wish I could have gone out and played golf, or you wish you could have gone out and played with the kids, or played tennis, or whatever, or even just gone for a walk? But what's hindering your life? It's your back pain. Well, let me just share with you. You have come to the right place in a purchase today that is our #1 best-selling, most successful back product here at HSN. I thank you, because there are hundreds calling.
Always
if
a customer pick.
Always a customer pick. But this one is brand new. And you're getting the mat every time we present it, short of when it's a today's special. The mat doesn't come with it. You buy the mat separately. The free shipping and handling tonight, that's saving another $12. And then the 5 flex pay payments of $29.99. It is such a great Father's Day gift.
I like to believe I'm tall.
Yeah, is that what it is? But to your point, Tony, you can see right on the side.
6'6". So you
and the
adjust
markings
this.
are right here.
And by the way, just so everyone knows, you adjust it at your height. And as it starts loosening up your back and loosening up the muscles, what I do, you start to up it a little bit higher in order to get you more flexible than you would normally be. All right?
Great
so
idea.
you do have graduation in this to where you can get to even a more active physical state. So this is a very easy thing to use. It does one thing and it does it really good.
And you don't
it does
even do
continuous
anything.
passive motion. So, yeah, it's just you 12 minutes in the morning, 12 minutes at night. Now I show this and it's just to show you something else. When we have back issues, obviously we have pressure, okay? And the discs come down and we have pressure on the disc. And I'm not saying this as a doctor or anyone else, we all know it, okay? What I'm saying with this is this helps gently move in a circular motion that has been proven, scientifically proven, to be able to start gently stretching, relaxing all the muscles along your spine, and helping to increase your flexible range of motion. It just does. And everybody out there who's ever used it, they know it. I mean, it's a big, gigantic hit. We're very fortunate to have it here tonight. I don't think we have very many minutes on it, but be able to get it home for $29.99, free SNH, and if you don't love it, don't make any of the other payments, send it back, get your money back. But this is the, how long, Carol? I mean, it's been what, 3 years since we were able? 2012. 2012, we were just, we couldn't keep anything in stock, and then it went out everywhere and became this gigantic millions and millions and millions, and then they developed this new one, and guess what? They brought it back to us to be able to present, and we're proud.
And you know what, Tony, when you have the chance to be able to deal with these kind of issues in a natural way, come on, sign me up before you go out and go to other alternatives, right? Because we get to the point when your back's killing you, you try anything.
Well, again, a lot of people that know what I do with my TENS, right?
Yes.
know I'm a believer in the natural way of doing things if you can do it, you know? Obviously, we all, when we have an acute problem, want to get rid of the pain. It's the first thing we want to do. Does it cure it? Most of the time, not.
Yeah.
This is something that allows you to be proactive and to get yourself back moving, because billions and billions of dollars are spent on back problems.
That's right.
So many people are out of work because of back problems. Here is something, you lie down, you let it do the work for you, and you'll be really amazed.
Because guess what? It works. We're going to share with you more amazing testimonials, but let tonight be the night. And again, take advantage of the free shipping and the extra flex. Here we go.
Well, I see patients with a variety of issues. Low back pain is certainly one of the big ones. People with back pain, especially those that have had it for a while, need to find a pathway out of their pain. When I put the patients on this machine in my office, I find that invariably after 12 minutes, they're a lot more relaxed than they were. The Back2Life machine has the potential to help a lot of people. This device is affordable, portable, easy to use, gentle, and so I think it's going to help a lot of people.
I'm a PhD student. I'm also a nurse, and I also have a toddler. And so it involves a lot of lifting, a lot of sitting, a lot of standing, a lot of everything. And the pain was just too much. When I first saw the Back2Life, I was just hopeful. I was hopeful that it was something that will work for me. All you do is get in position and push a button and lay there. I find immediate relief. So the difference between where I have been, where it was difficult to even move or to even get up, to now being able to stand longer or sit for longer periods of time without having to think about back pain. I like that it didn't take a lot of time. I like that I've seen results.
So we only have a little over a minute remaining for everyone. But the funny thing is everyone awake or are they sleeping? Because honestly, it's so incredibly relaxing that it does put you to sleep.
It is crazy. I got to tell you, you know, again, we have one in our house. We've always had it in our house. If I have something that's acute, meaning all of a sudden I'm at the gym and I do something, I have to take care of myself. This is my job.
Right.
HSN wants to work me to death, so I've got to come out here. Only kidding. I love the opportunity. I love the opportunity. Yes. But anyway, take a look at this. Again, he said, Justin, what's your height?
6 foot.
How much you weigh?
175.
Okay, 175, 6 foot tall. See what it's doing right here? Let it just gently thin. He's taking it up a little bit higher because he wants a little bit more stretch. He's used to it, okay? He's done it before. And it's 12 minutes, starts to loosen up, gently stretch, and allow you to get that flexibility back in your body. I mean, you've seen the before and afters and the success stories and things like that. In fact, before we leave, probably want to run those as we go over to our TDO and let you see that. But again, same thing with Yvette. Yvette's dad uses it.
Yes.
All right? So that's a very big deal. So it does something that's done in these big, expensive hospitals, which is always, I'm not saying don't go to them. I'm saying there's a lot of times that this is a motion that you can do in your own home, and that is what they were able to do, create it for you and everyone in your family in your home.
And find out yourself. I mean,
Find
just
out
get it
yourself.
home.
It's
I know we're moving
unbelievable.
on, but just get it home, try it, and remember again, 3 flex pay payments. Oh, no, 5 flex pay payments, and the opportunity to enjoy free shipping and handling. It all ends tonight at midnight. So, do you get our emails here at HSN? We would love to have you sign up to receive emails. And how cool is this? That you will receive a 15% off coupon to use on almost any item. So you just search email at hsn.com or ask your representative when you place your order. All first-time email subscribers will receive a 15% off coupon in your box. And you'll also receive special offers and coupons throughout the entire year. So definitely stay right where you are. We're going to continue to take all of the calls, but we wanted to give you, with I believe over 6,000 gone, one final opportunity on our incredible This Day Only, our #1 best-selling sandal we have ever done with Tony in brand new colors and a great buy. Check it out.